I'm going to add on to this video. It's very confusing when you're alone. Secretarial work is something that puts things in order, that classifies and file folders. So we're going to do something and add on one more number to that. Is that 1 times 8, 1 plus 8 equals to that 17 prime that I did not add on. Okay, I'm just going to put this at the bottom. 17 is one of the primes I did not do. 37, 47, I did all the other primes. I did 23, I did 13. So what we're going to do over here is I'm going to show you the addition of the revelation or relationships. 1 times 8, 1 plus 8 equals 8 and 9. 9 times 8 is 72. That is part of 6 times 12 of the clock. The clock 12 is an equivalent to halftime because the relationship of 1 and 2. That's how simple they made it a long time ago. If you go a quarter, or you go 15 of 60, or 25 of 100, or the numbers 2 and 5 or any quarter, they are all in the same boat together. 17 becomes 8. You have 3, 7, 2, 4, and 8. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 equals to your above and below because the 8 shows below, the 6 shows the halfway point. 3 times 7, 3 plus 7 in these two equations. This equation is not the same because when you have 2, one on each side. 2 means 1 on each side, but the relationship up and down in between 1 and 7 is 6, 2 and 8 is 6, 9 and 3 is 6, 9, 8, 7 equals 24, 2 and 4, 6, 6, 5, 4 equals to 15, 1 and 5, 6, 3, 2, 1 equals to 6, and 3, 2, 1 are the expression of 180 degrees because every time you have a number that is below 10, you must add 60 to it or 1 part of. All zeros is because, remember, you might go around this way, you might go around this way, but we never talked about anything that goes straight through because you only can put 1 through the center and no more. So when we have this relationship, the totality of this is 3, 5, 7. Now, if you calculate 3, 5, and 7, okay, on 60, right, divided by 3.75, it equals to 16, okay? 16 is the half-life, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 more as they show on the 6 dice as going in between, okay? The other part about this is, I'm going to have to just think as I go, is that if you take the dartboard and add up 1 to 20, it equals 210. Divide that by 3.75, and you have 56. That is the number to the red sun, okay? And at the same time, it's equivalent to 95, the same time as many other relationships, but this plus 21 equals to 77. That is your gateway. 7 times 7 is 49, and there's so many numbers that I can explain, but I can't do them all right now because the questions haven't been asked, and I won't confuse anybody. So we add 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 2 plus 4 plus 8. The total is 14 and 15, 29. That is the addition to your birth. This is in the one group, where 1 multiply anything will always be less than the addition group, and it is the only group that does that, okay? After that, every other number will cut numbers in half without even knowing it, because anything you multiply by 2 is actually half of something, because 5 times 2 is 10, and 1 plus 0 is 1, so 1 is half of 2. 5 times anything is the same thing as 2 because 5 times 2 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. So 5 and 2 have the same relationship, and those are the numbers that relationship to Earth's heart. And the letters B and E breaking and entering. 10 multiplied 2 times 5 to plus 5 equals to your number 17. So there's another number that can calculate this number. Inside this group, 3, 5, 7 equals the 15 or the letter O. Inside the rest of the number is 11 and 13 is 24. Okay, that is 6 and 6. That is the letter X, the 24th letter. The reason I separate the next one is because when I multiply, okay, when I multiply this one over here in relationship to 9, 9 is on the other side, that 1. The 5 area is in between in the 1 position, which is dictated to me, the 1 in the center of the 5, the 1 in the center of the 3, and the 1 in the center to everything that's around. This is the Holy Ghost of 8, 1 in the center of 8. This is the Holy Ghost of 7, 7 that cuts in between, 3, 1, 3, splitting apart the dimensions of 2. Understanding how these things work. Now, I know I don't talk in any math terms because I don't know the math terms. So this and this will create your X and O. So here is your O, and here's your 4 corners. And here is your X, and here's your center of your X. X and O creates the sky system. The 24, the total of 39, equals to the word 10. Understanding the star system, 1 and 9, 2 and 8, 3 and 7, 4 and 6, equal to 10, 10, 10, 10. And that is your star system. Hold on a second, I'm stuck over here with my keyboard. And here they're dictating that the star belongs to number 8. The division of 2 sides is the cap that will separate this way to this way. 2 sides of nothing, that is all. So when we bring down the relationship at the end, we get 39, which says 39 or 93. 3 times 3 is your 9, and represents Saturn. It represents the sky, and it represents the word 10. And there's more relationships, because when you get to the 7th inning stretch, there are 18 outs for one team, 21 for the other team after 6.5 innings. 6.5 represents number 7, represents number 3, represents many other things that we're not going to get into again because there's too many explanations just of the relationships and numbers. This total over here, 24, 34, 39, 49, 56. 56, 65, the same thing, because that number will actually create right here. This prime number over here, 30 for creation, inside 11, or this one over here. This one is above, okay, 2 times 3, 2 plus 3. Here's your 6 in the multiple group. Here's the 5 below. In this relationship, the 5 is above, and this is below. Now, when we're talking about above and below, we have to understand also relationships to temperature, because we have above and below 0, and when we're talking Celsius, the base point for above and below is 32 degrees of insanity, because you're frozen in place. The last thing I want to mention that this is 56, and the other thing about number 9, and I'm going to separate my number 9, 1 times 9, 1 plus 9, which goes into the same group. The thing about this prime number over here is 19 is created by 3 times 4, 3 plus 4, the only single prime number that I can create, but is created through a relationship, 3 and 4, that comes from your first relationship over here. 1 times 1, 1 plus 1 equals 3 and 1. 3 times 1, 3 plus 1 is your first relationship of 3 and 4. Here is your number. The 3 plus 4, 4 minus 3 is 7 and 1. Okay? 7 and 1 is not in a relationship on this. But the plus and the minus makes your 6 and 8, which is 2 times 4, 2 plus 4, the relationship with connecting the sky system, 2 and 8 and 2 and 6. How they relate over here. 2 and 6 is to the side, 2 and 8 is above and below. One is a distance of 4, the other is a distance of 6. They call that the 9 lives of the cat. So down in your only relationship, something that comes alone, is number 19, A and I, artificial intelligence. And this number over here will recreate your 2 and 5, B and E of Earth, because all zeros equal 6. If I minus it, I will end up with 16 plus 9, 25. If I minus this relationship, okay, I end up with 13, and we're back to the same number over here, but I don't like to talk about that. I shouldn't. So on this side, because of in pool, the yellow ball is on the other side, right? We have 19 on this side, 65 on this side. 65 and 19 is 84. 8 is double of 4, and 84 is a representation of Pluto, Mars, and Neptune. Okay, and when we play in Magic Square, it now represents the spirit inside Earth, because in those positions are changed. Mars moves to Earth, and Neptune moves with the one spirit of Mercury inside. When we go 65 minus 19, 65 equals to 46. 46 on your calculator, okay, 4 times 6, 4 plus 6, equals to 10. And 24, the number 2, 34 DC. Raphael, in a very difficult explanation of all numbers. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions you want to add on to it, it's not me, it's us and all, and it's been created before. I'm just blabbing off numbers that have already been done. Thank you for watching this video.